Alright guys, it's Monday evening. I don't even know what time it is. Evening. Put mud on the walls. I set the door in the apartment. I have a little lead time now. I want to start working on taking a carb apart. I removed the carburetor. I'm looking at the base gasket. And it doesn't appear to be torn in any way, but I am going to replace that. And let me get this off so I don't knock that down in there. Everything seems to be clean down on the in the plenum. Nothing seems to be cracked. The base gasket looks good. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Really, if I was falling off a bridge, you would not hook onto anything to save me. Alright. That was painful to watch, wasn't it? Alright. That's the base gasket. Looks okay. So, we're replacing that. So, put a new base gasket on. Make sure you put all your fasteners, bolts, nuts in your little magnetic tray. Thanks again, Martin. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. This is the one that came out. This was actually a brand new carburetor that I purchased off my neighbor, and it's the Avenger. I think it's not the Avenger. I'm sorry, the Thunder series, Edelbrock. It's the newer. Essentially, it's the same carburetor as that. It's just a newer version of it. This is the one that was in the flood. It was underwater. So I got to take this one apart too. But I want to see what the problem is with this guy. So we're going to be working on him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the 1, 2, 3, where is it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts, and pull the top of the carb off. I'm actually going to also remove the needle seats here. These I don't even know what the frig they call them. Metering jets. Metering jets. I think that's what you call them. Essentially, it's a Torx screw. I had taken these out already. Okay, Lake Sioux. I'm going to grab another magnetic tray. We'll use this one, the blue one. Why? Because it's blue, and I can. That's all junk anyways. Make sure that's clean. Okay, this will be the one for the bench top. Okay. Plunger seems free. With the metering jet. Like I said, I've been in here before. I cleaned this all out. Pull the spring. Okay, that's out. Likewise, side 2. Once again, one-handed. So make sure you drain all the gas out of the carb. You don't want it sloshing around. I still have some left in here, but as you can see, it goes through the glove. No. Ooh. Rotten kids. Okay. Let's get this out. We hook that. It doesn't stick because I think it's aluminum. That one seems to be free. Also cleaned. Spring. Got it. Okay, now I'm going to proceed to take those screws out. I'll bring you back when I have it ready to go. Okay, back in a bit. Okay, all the screws are removed. The step-up piston, how you call it a power valve, but they call it a step-up piston. That linkage has been removed, which is essentially, if you look at this one, where are we? You get this little clip here. This pops out, and then you have a screw head here. You back that off, and then it just pops off, and there's a little S clip here that you got to remove. And then the same thing with the choke lever here, right on this one. It's kind of frozen, but there's a linkage here. You got a little clip there. You got to remove and free it up. So everything's free. I got all the bolts out, so there should be nothing that's holding us together. what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have to grab either a brass hammer and give it a tap tap. Just try to free it up. I might have to put you down for a second. There's a gasket in there. Hold on, let me put you down. I don't want to ruin this. And then we'll see how it goes. Oh, that's right, I'm sorry. There's one more thing here that I gotta remove. The actual center dowel here for the air cleaner. So essentially it's a fastener too. That makes things much easier. Alright, so, chalk it up to a senior moment. I'll pop this off. It should just come. I got my little floats in there. What am I hooked up to? Gotta make sure. Oh, I didn't grab that clip off. I'm sorry. I thought I did. Once again, senior moment. Come on, guys. See, never had one, or two, or three. Okay, that's off. Pop the linkage off. Alright. Oh, more linkage. Forgot about that, too. That's actually part of the choke, too. Hold on. This is bad, guys. Dropping the ball. Small little clips. Pop the linkage. Okay, let's try this take three. 3 times the charm. Okay. Floats. Those are working. There's no perforations on them. Everything looks good. I'm trying to look at it and try to go through the viewfinder. And we'll set this over here, upside down. Step up piston, pull that out. There's a spring down in here. Alright, let's look inside these fuel bowls. Let me get some light. Can we see? Can we backlight it? I don't know, it doesn't seem to be too bad. There was a lot more stuff in there the first time I did it. So, we're going to take out all the stuff. All these power valves and orifices and make sure everything is copacetic. Alright, so I'm going to take those out. And there's still some schmegma down at the bottom of this bowl. Oh, it seems pretty clean. Alright, let me take this stuff off. I'm going to dry this stuff out, soak it up all the gas. I don't want any gas in here. Alright, back in a bit. Alright, if we look closely, if we can, right there is a metering jet. That's a secondary. Straight down here is a primary. Likewise on this side, primary, metering jet, secondary. I took these out. They were clean. I took carburetor cleaner, directed them down through the orifice. Let's see if I can do it without destroying the camera. And you see the Venturi cluster here? You should expect to see some stuff coming out of this hole and some out of here. So it tells me that passageway is clean. I did all these. They all blew out clean. The only one that didn't blow out clean was this one. So I took it off, and it had a little bit of gum on it, but I got it to clean out. Now all the orifices are pouring out. So it's going to go right back into its place. A little gasket in there. Drops down in there. Oh, we can see. Let's see. Let's try the wonderful world of focus vision. No way. No way. Get real. So, that's going to go back in. There's really not much to these carbs. I mean, we're going to put this back. This one blew through clean, and these two. So they're all set. Now I got to take out this. Wonderful piece of work here, and then we're going to take out the idle air mixture screws and check those. I got everything soaking in carb cleaner. So this will all be part of the process. This is all going to be a part one, and this is too long of a video. It's already too long. But they seem to be clean. I'm going to shoot some carb cleaner down through there and blow them out. And the longer it sets in carb cleaner, the better off it is. I really should be, dipping this thing in they sell like a gallon can of carb cleaner, and you got the little basket here that you can soak your pots in. I gotta get that one, but I'm gonna do this carburetor. I'll rebuild this one outside of the car, and then we're gonna use the float setting tool. Essentially, it's just a square, and it gives you a measurement for your float level inside your bowls. And then these baffles go back in. You got a baffle that goes here, and likewise here, another baffle. So all that stuff's got to go back in, but it seems pretty clean. I think now it's more the lines of now getting this back together. I think I'm going to throw a can of seafoam in the tank, put another fresh tank of gas in, and I probably still had a lot of shit in the lines and stuff. And I might just have to put a fuel regulator on the fuel line, because I'm pumping 7 pounds, and they say that they don't recommend going above 5 with the Edelbrock. So, but I've never had an issue before. Maybe that the lines are contaminated. That's the youth of America you hear out there. God help us all. Well, what happened just now? I just went into a twilight zone. But I'll put a regulator in. Like I say, maybe the lines, they got all contaminated, and I don't know if there's a restriction in there and it bumps up the pressure. I don't know. I doubt that. But I can't rule out all possibilities. And Brick Fix, talking about straightening out your wires. I know going off the beaten path with the car, but this is just maybe this will help him out. But I use these wire looms here. They bolt on and they're adjustable. Probably the best setup I've ever used. I've used the splayed out Christmas trees one. I've used the plastic clips. But these, I got these, I think I got them at Summit, but they're probably the best I've ever had, and it makes for a nice clean little job here. And thermostat, I mean the temperature gauge coil, I can never get this straight. So, but that's that. So that's gonna be part one. Part two will be tomorrow. I'll be trying to put this thing back together if I'm not working in the apartment, which I probably will be. So maybe by midweek, the end of the week, I'll get part two done. So this is Mark from the second gen. Sun's going down. The carburetor's getting clean, and hopefully we'll cure this ailment of Bertha. I think maybe it's just sibling rivalry. Bubba's getting way too much love, and she's not. But at least she'll be able to drive on the road, and he can't. So don't be jealous. I love you equally. So like I say, Mark from the second gen. To all my brothers out there, be well, be safe, have a blast at the bash. Remember, don't do what I would do, or do what I wouldn't do, or however you want to put it. And we'll catch you fellas on the next one. Peace.